we have sales information for a sporting goods store in Indianapolis, and we have for each quarter. We would like somehow to be able to work on all quarters at the same time. And let's see how we can do that. We also have the yearly totals. It's possible to work on all sheets at the same time if you group them. So I can right click on any of these and I can select all sheets. Once I've done that, I can see in the title bar group over here. So if now I'm typing something and I even formatting it how I want, if I now click on quarter 2, it's there. Quarter 3, quarter 4, and yearly totals. Okay, now I see that the group is not anymore, so I might need to group again. And if I want to clear now, I can go to the clear to clear the contents and the formatting. Okay, so now if I check quarter 4, you see if I click on quarter 4, automatically it's not grouped anymore. I'm going to click on quarter 1. And what we would like to do is to have the heading over here on all sheets. So let's select again all the sheets. And then I'm going to click on this heading 1 and I'm going to use a feature from the Home tab. It's from the Fill button across worksheets. So instead of typing and formatting, we can just fill what we have across worksheets. And I want to fill all, so that means the contents and the formatting. So let's do that. And I'm going to do the same for all these categories. So I select them and I fill across worksheets. And now let's check what happened. So if I click on quarter 2, I can see them now. Quarter 3, 4, and the yearly total. So that's really cool. Next, we would like for each quarter to have totals. Totals for each department and also totals for each month. So let's go ahead and do that. So before doing that, instead of doing for each of the quarters, we can group them. I'm going to click on quarter 1, and to be able to group all the quarters, I can hold down the Shift key and click on the last one, and we can see how the highlight changed. It's brighter now, so I know now that the quarters are selected, they are grouped, and we can go ahead and put the formula in over here. So let's select where we need the formula, and that is the auto sum. And then we need the auto sum at the bottom. Okay, and then we can type over here department totals. And then we can type over here monthly totals. Okay, and I can just make it bold and maybe increase the indent a bit. And then we can have this total style. So they have those borders and they look highlighted. So that's good. And maybe this can have 2 decimal places. Let's check and see what happens. So if we go to quarter 2, the formulas are in. Now I see the column width is not perfect. So let's select all the sheets. And let's just make more room. And now let's take a look. And it looks okay. In the yearly totals, we would like to make links to each of the quarters totals in column E over here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to put over here QUTR1 for quarter 1. And I'm going to fill the series. Excel should be able to do that. Okay. And then we can maybe center those. And then we can have department totals over here. If I want to format it just the same as here, I can take the brush and I can format it so. Now, I would like to have a link. So when I click on quarter 1 link, it should show E2, E11 in quarter 1. So let's see how we do that. We can right click and then we can use a link. And you can have a link to a web page. You can have a link to a file. You can have to an email address. But we can also have place in this document. And that's what we want. We want to go to quarter 1 to QTR1 worksheet. And it was E2 colon E11. The text to display would be Q1, QTR1, and the screen tip is when you hover your mouse over what you see. So if you want to see department totals for QTR1, you can type that. Let's push OK. And now you can see the link, you can see the screen tip, and if you click it, it just goes there. So we want to do the same trick for the next one. So QTR2, link, and that should go to QTR2. I'm not going to put a screen tip anymore, E2, E11, and I can copy this for next time. So now if I don't have a screen tip, it shows the location of the file, the name of the file, and then the range where it goes to. Okay, and let's do the same for the rest. If you have only one monitor and you would like to see all quarters at the same time, what you can do is you can go to the view and then you can open a new window of the same file. So I have a second window, you can see it here too, and I can have a third one, and I go to view and I have a fourth one. And now if you go to view, you can arrange all the windows, and we can go with the default, and those are windows of active workbook. So let's push OK. And if you want to see better, what you can do is double click on to get rid of the ribbon. So I can double click where I am, and then that's Q1, and say I want to have Q2 here, I can double click, and then I can have Q3 here, and then Q4, and I can double click here. So then you can basically compare all the numbers, see them at a glance.